Hello, and welcome to another edition of Bags and Boards. All right, where did we leave off? This is such a mess. The demon. Nope. These are cool. Hot 32-page first issue of Demon Etrigan. And then here's some Legion of Superheroes. Who cares about them? Oh, no. Those were... Right. So I'm facing them that way. Okay. I didn't know what I was... I forgot what I was doing at first. What way I was facing these books. I like the ads. I like to check out the ads in the older books. Wait, this one. I like. It's better than Are You Ready for OMAC? One Man Army? A startling look into the world that's coming. Yeah? How did that pan out for you? In the era of the super rich, Master Big can't rent a city. They're awful books. But people paid money for these. People made money making these. I don't want that one. Wait. Oh, these are all fine. All right. But does it need something that big? Nope. All right. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to the most boring show on YouTube. With our powers combined, why do I... Oh, well. It's the right size. Silver comic bag. What the... That's why. I got everything mixed up because the last Wiener cast I had here. So I do need silver bags. I'm all mixed up. Ooh. This board. All right. Now we're cooking with oil. Like when you haven't read a book or played a video game for a while. That's where I feel I'm at right now. I should have put a marker in here where I left off. Hawking Dove? Where? One of these things is not like the other. Oh. All right. Now we're getting messy. Now we're getting somewhere. That's what I'm talking about. The Butcher, first issue. Man, I wish I could go back in time and write some comic books. Whew. It'd be amazing. Oh yeah, these are all facing the wrong way. That's Total Recall, the movie, the comic. What? No one's reading that. The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. This is fucking the most generic shit. This is like the generic shit that you'll see like modern cartoons that take place in like the 70s or whatever make fun of. Spelljammer, Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is actually pretty lit. This is issue number 1. Hold on. Is this the first ever Doom Patrol? I might keep this. 87? I'll have to look to see when Doom Patrol came out. It had to have been. I think that's volume 2. There's some Arrival of Atlantis, which doesn't make sense because Aquaman was a character before that book came out. Lord of Atlantis. I don't know what's going on with comic books. I'm just having fun shooting this shit with you guys who sometimes tune in. I've heard of Adam Strange. There's a lot of just strange. Lobo, issue 1 of 4, 99-cent book. There's that Hawk and Dove I saw. Everything was facing the wrong way. And I'm not, y'all know me by now. You know I'm not good at keeping my life in order. Flash 50th anniversary special. That's cool. It's cool to think about, like, these characters have been around for so long. They're basically just part of like our mythology. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. There we go. There's good lighting. I'm sorry, like all these books just keep tipping over and they're not. So I keep on getting lost in where I'm at. There's another Lord of Atlantis. One second. Here's what we'll do. And when the time comes, a lot of these books have seen better days. You say, Wiener's not even worth putting the money into putting bags and boards on them. I like presentation. I want my stuff to look nicer than it really is. I'm sure you can appreciate that type of stuff. And I like doing this show. It just gives me an excuse to clean up my office and just get a chance to know the people who tune in. This one's just a regular. He's not a Lord of Atlantis right here. So maybe he sets a deal with Aquaman. It's a DC book. There's the one OMAC, One Man Army. I still didn't put it in a case yet. What is this? Artemis Requiem. So Artemis was a character. I thought she was invented in Young Justice. You learn new stuff. You learn new stuff. He's like throwing this chick. She's like in carbonite or something, like a bat. I don't know what is going on there. It's weird. I like this old Eminem ad on the back of this Firestorm Secret Origins. This is like a golden age bag. All right. Get these books in there. Morbius the Living Vampire. Oh, man. It's doing it again. Mom. Probably just ripped a book. What is this? Blaine? Blaine? Has anyone ever heard of Blaine? Spectacular first issue. It's in the fucking. Remember the Got Milk ads back in the day? Shit was genius. This is one of those fold-out covers. So it's even like the cover is bigger than what it looks like it is. I can't wait till we get to my personal collection. This is just stuff that I have. It's not like I'd be like way more particular in the order if these were like my personal collection. Dragon Strike. A lot of these are issue number 1, but there's a bunch of series where like every issue is issue number 1, like Trump's Titans. This was good shit back in the day, man. Onslaught. This is when Professor X and Magneto fused together and became one of the most powerful creatures in the Marvel universe. It got so crazy that Franklin Richards had to like recreate a whole new like universe for like everybody to survive. This was good stuff. This is one of the things that got me into reading comics in the early 2000s. Black Wolf. Look how generic this shit is. Issue number 1, though. That's cool. Black Wolf. Fucking. Marvel Super Action. That's the Marvel boy. Captain Marvel, man. Issue number 4, man. Heck yeah. Marvel, dude. If you ever see those that Captain Marvel movie, this is motherfucking Jude Law. Little dog is freaking out. I'm going to be right back. Right back. So as soon as somebody tunes in. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I don't know what's going on. Little dog's just freaking out. It's no problem. Aries is here being a good boy. And then he starts licking himself. You know, I'm not even mad. It's more like a jealousy thing that I can't do it. I can't just lift up and go to town, you know. The Frankenstein monster. So people always have that confused. I always call the monster Frankenstein when Frankenstein was the doctor who made the monster. The monster has no name. He is Frankenstein's monster. That's the bottom line. Stone Cold said so. Hashtag Stone Cold for president. The Texas rattlesnake himself. Give the video a thumbs up if you agree. This is cool, Darkman. There's like a non-duck version of Darkwing Duck. I don't know. My viewers probably don't even know who Darkwing Duck is because everybody is a little kid these days. Super gay. Thanks, Andrew. Gargoyles. I didn't even know they made comics. Runaway Bronx. I hated those fucking filler episodes. I just got to get a bunch of this cleaned up before the Wiener Cast on Sunday. That one's important, kind of. It's for my birthday, even though my birthday is not till the end of the month. Fool Killer. He looks like he's tons of fun. Issue number 1. James Bond, For Your Eyes Only, issue number 1. That's how shit's done around here. No, too big. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. All For Your Eyes Only and too big. She said them both. She said both those things. We're almost halfway through this box. A validation guide for comic book collecting. Hey, Lex, why did a little boy leave the group chat? Was he no longer a Poke fan? I cried a little bit when I saw that he left. But I was getting ready to do this. So I couldn't like send any inquiries. I mean, yeah, he is a little bitch. That's true. That's true. You like the fan of The Last Starfighter, issue number 1 in a 3-issue limited series? I'm not. This is cool. Cloak and Dagger and Doctor Strange. That's a team right there. Yeah. You got to check out the Cloak and Dagger TV show that just got canceled. It's really good. Marvel's over here like canceling all their good stuff. Hero. That's it. He's just a hero. That's all he does. He just is a hero. That's it. Probably only last 6-issue limited adventure series. I would say it's probably only lasted 1 issue, but no, they at least had 6. Someone got paid to make that book. This is what I'm talking about. Namor, the most naked superhero always. And sometimes he's not even a superhero. I'm pretty sure he did things that you're not supposed to do to Sue Richards, like force her into intercourse. I'm not going to say the R word, just in case a child stumbles upon my videos. You know they shouldn't. I rate everything under the over the age of 18. Yeah, did you see he was just wearing a fucking Speedo made out of fish scales? The Inhumans, The Untold Saga, issue number 1, dude. Like king size special. Apparently, he's an alcoholic too. And I'm like, how can a person that lives at the sea be an alcoholic? I don't get it. I gotta pull out more of these fucking books. Ugh. And do that thing again. Dang. Every time you put a board in one of these comic books, it decreases the space, obviously. So that's why you could fill up a box with a bunch of unbagged and board books. It takes up a lot less space, but it doesn't look nice. Electric Undertow. That doesn't look like a fun book at all. Is that Shadow Masters? Shadow Masters. They're like the origin of the mysterious ninjas seen in the pages of the Punisher titles. Ooh. This is still the same box as part 3. So it's still about the same, like 16 or whatever. Zorro, issue number 1. Remember Zorro? This is why Batman became Batman. And this is a Marvel book. So Marvel is responsible for Batman. saw it here yourself, folks. Sleet Town Rockers do not F around. Issue number 1 in a 6-issue series. Then one of these days, I'll have them all stacked up back there. You can see that there's just a ton of them. Once I get stuff moved around in this room, it's gonna be rearranged eventually, guys. I hate it here. I want to move this whole desk over here more, like over this way, probably more in the corner of the room. Maybe even rotate it 90 degrees. I got all this fucking bullshit in here. I can probably burn a bunch of it now since my cousin destroyed the pool table. I'm losing my mind. I'm thinking about redecorating my life. Yeah, it's just the same amount of boxes as before. This takes a while to do. I mean, it and the time flies when I'm casting about it or I'm streaming it. Here's one of those romance novels. This is a Marvel one, though. It might be okay. What's that? Women's Lib. That's what ruined the economy. I'm kidding. I used to do a joke about that in high school. That's probably one of the reasons why people think I hate women. I don't. Women are great. The Love Story. Afraid to Love. These are awful books. These weren't my books. And like this whole room is like a mess full of stuff that's not mine. I mean, I do have some of my stuff in here, but like it wasn't my choice to move in here either. I broke my hand and I was out of work for 4 months. But yes, I was out of work for 4 months. I couldn't do anything, so I had to move back to my folks' place, and like I basically moved like a whole house worth of stuff into like 2 tiny rooms in the basement, and I'm working through it, man. I'm gonna survive. I didn't even show you the last couple of books, but here's 2 of my old Aquaman books. I can tell because they're double-sided and they were in upside down. But this one, he's drowning. Egads. This one, he's fighting a thing. Double egads. How is the just kidding too fast? Like, am I talking too fast for you? Yeah, dude, life happens. And yeah, so now I'm just like getting over like that I'm living here. And I was supposed to move to Arizona, and that ended up falling through because some stuff happened around the family and whatever. You know. Ooh, Exo Manowar number 3. This one used to be mine. I don't want it anymore. Go in there. And here's number 1 and number 2. These are originals. This is from when the company went bankrupt in the 90s. This is good stuff. I might keep this number one. This is yeah, but you can't say that stuff, man, especially in the era of impeachment. I'm keeping that War or Exo Man of War. I'm keeping that. Ooh, Sovereign 7. This is we're getting to some books that were part of my old collection. I'm with it. The Sovereign 7 was a good series though. I would recommend like try to find like digital copies of it for sure. And I can't remember what it's about, so don't ask. I just remember really enjoying it when I was a kid. And I thought I was hip because I knew about comic books that like people really knew about, like X-Men, Spider-Man, no, Superman, Batman. Like nobody really knew, like Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Like people didn't know about like the obscure shit. So I thought I was cool knowing about heroes or whatever that other people didn't know about, or at least that were not like as mainstream. Another Sovereign 7. Let's check out the artwork. This shit was pretty good. That's a big ass ad. Here. Just I saw this, and then the belt for my house coat that I'm wearing right now was like was rubbing on my toes, so it felt like an ant was dragging on my toes, man. I didn't like it. It creeped me out for a second. Decent artwork, you know. Ugh. And everything, it's all mixed up. Ooh. You said, "Oh, I was gonna ask that." I knew you were, so I just jumped the gun on you. Like I knew you were gonna ask, "What's it about?" Nakama. Nakama. Laxus, what was your all-time favorite Usopp moment so far in One Piece? I know you can't extremely hate Usopp. I mean, he's not that bad of a guy. Really? This doesn't fit in the Silver Age bag. There we go. Nakama! Caroline fucks with my Nakama! There we go. Ineru. Was that the lightning dude that Luffy just like damn near one-shotted? My favorite is Soga King. And then a little close second is when he's getting his ass beat in Dressrosa after he turns everybody back into their normal form, because everybody's been turned into toys, because there's this girl's devil fruit power. She can turn everybody into toys, and then Usopp ends up knocking her out, like by making this scary face. He ate a hot pepper, and then she ends up getting knocked out, and then everybody that was a toy turns back to normal. So then so then Luffy's getting his ass beat. I forget who, but sorry, my finger itched. and like all these people that used to be toys they're treating him like he's a god. There's another Captain Marvel with the Watcher, Wrath of the Watcher. Watchers don't have wrath, dude. They are beings that they're just meant to monitor, watch, and record, and do not interfere with But you did see, I know you saw Sogeking, because that was just one of the greatest moments ever. You're like, all these times you think Usopp's gonna like step his game up. You're like, oh shit, dude, he just went through some shit. He's gonna be a way better character. This is the original Captain Marvel. This is back when he was a dude, before Carol Danvers. But like, you always think he's gonna end up doing something super badass, and then he doesn't. Or like, when a time comes for him to step up or whatever, he fucking starts being a scaredy little bitch again. And it's like, come on, man! Like, you were gonna fight Luffy for wanting to ditch the fucking going Mary. You were gonna fight fucking Luffy, like the fucking one of the dudes that you respect the most out of like anybody in the earth. And you're gonna fight this dude, but you're afraid to fucking do tasks. I saw the Sogeking on YouTube. Dude, that shit was good. Luffy's like, do it, Sogeking. I don't even think Luffy realizes that Usopp and Sogeking are the same dude. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Oh, you're still in the Sky Island? Daredevil, man without fear, right there. You like Daredevil, right? Man, you need to hurry up and finish Sky Island. The man without fear. Look at that, dude. Black Widow. If my stepdad was down here, but like, yeah, I like Black Widow. That's why you can never pay attention to a Marvel movie, dude. As soon as she pops in, he always has to start saying some shit like, oh, I like her. Oh, hubba, hubba. And then, like, when shit's going down, he's all like, how did this happen? This movie's hard to follow. I'm like, no, they explain everything that. I do like her. But my stepdad goes crazy over her, dude. Like, I don't fucking get it. I mean, I get it. But come on, man. Pay attention to the fucking movie. Pay attention to the gosh darn film. You know? The ad for this one, Wedding of the Year. But this one Spider-Man fan started to not like Spider-Man for a while, and he got married, and he's fucking this like he's living this best life. You know, like Spider-Man's never supposed to live his best life. He's supposed to like go through tragedy after tragedy. You know, some good things happen to him here and there. But like that's why we like Spider-Man so much. It's like, despite having some of the coolest powers and being one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe, he still goes through some shit. We're not. And like Mary Jane's such a cool character, so like nobody hated her. They just hated how Spider-Man was just changing and not. You say you mean, bro? All these Doctor Strange cloak and daggers, dude. These are cool. These are the exact two of the same exact book. Look this up to find out it's worth 50 cents. Probably. Duel between masters and friends. Ooh, spooky. So you mean, bro? How am I mean? What did I do? Doc gets snared by one of the ancient evils and a Punisher short? All for 75 cents? Yeah. That was his duty. That was exactly his duty to be MVP. Motherfucker's calling me. I'm not doing the live answer thing today. That's a call I can't take on air. How you want? No, that's just. I don't want him to suffer. You just like if everything is good for him, dude, it ruins the whole dynamic of the character. And he's fictional. It's fictional. Why does it matter? Cloak and Dagger and Spidey, though. I mean, Doctor Strange. Yuck, 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 yuck. Who, Cloak and Dagger? Cloak and Dagger is a dude and a girl. Tyrone and Tandy. Tyrone and Tandy. Check out their show on I don't know what network it aired on. I was watching it illegally. But it got canceled after a second season. And it's really good, so I don't get why it got canceled. Marvel be fucking up, man. Marvel, man. Get your stuff together. Bring back Cloak and Dagger. Look, they're hanging out with Black Cat. Black Cat now. Woo. That's a gal. If anyone is a gal, it's Black Cat. More Doctor Strange. Well, dude, some evil cloak is ripping her hair out. Ah, stop it, cloak. Ah! You're a bad man. You're not Tyrone. See, and you could tell he ripped her hair out because now she's a lesbian guest starring The X Factor. And the X Factor here is that once you cut your hair short, whether you're a man or a woman, you become a lesbian. Doc under a spell? Your girl voice is too professional. Ah! Oh no! Don't do it! I'm just a damsel in distress. Dude, look at this thing. That's what I look like in the morning. Oh. There's no room to put a board in this Deathlock book. This thing is huge. Book 4 of 4. That's why I probably saw that. So fucking big. I don't know if I can fit it in. You have to try, Timothy. Issue number 2 of Sovereign 7. You say you're very handsome all the time. That's so kind of you to say. But you don't have to lie to kick it. Holy shit. Hold on. This might be the first issue of Static ever made. Because Static Shock says so. Yes, I forgot he existed. Don't hate on my man Virgil. What are you doing, man? Well, these are ones I used to own back in the day because double-sided and, yes, upside down. Don't hate on my man Virgil. What pisses me off is I already went through a bunch of Spectre books. And now this motherfucker's popping up out of nowhere. And everyone used to watch Static. That was one of the better comic book shows. That looks pretty sick, don't it? Yeah, it does. Don't lie. DC Vertigo had some of the best stories to tell. They were like, this shit was dark, man. Dark. Darkwing Duck. Ken Stacy, Tempest Fugitive. See, and that looks awful. That looks fucking like an awful book. I need to buy more boards tomorrow. I need to go on a couple errands before I go see Star Wars. Are you going to go see Star Wars, or are you going to pretend like you're too busy? The Nas. I might read that book. You know, like that's something I might read. Maybe. I can't wait to spoil all you Nakama on Star Wars tomorrow. That's like what I look forward to the most. You don't like Star Wars? What? What kind of homosexual are you? Misa Laxus. Misa don't like Star Wars because my name isn't really Laxus, it's laxative, and I make people and I'm full of shit. Misa, I don't know. I don't know. Man without fear, crying over a bitch. To be fair, Elektra is one of the baddest bitches in fiction. I just never liked it. That's all good. Not everybody is supposed to like everything. The world would be boring if everybody liked everything. Or like if there was something that just was universally loved by everybody. I mean, there's Forrest Gump, so like somebody had to win. So that's my homie Daredevil, though. So yeah, Matt Murdock, man. He's a cool dude. Matt Murdock. Whoa. His radar power is never consistent. It just depends on whoever's writing the book at the time. I like how they did it in the Ben Affleck movie that nobody likes. I thought it was done pretty well in that movie. And you don't have to lie and say, I like the Ben Affleck movie. Because no, you didn't. I did, but I'm like 1 out of like 10 people. Elektra and the Gladiator. Gladiator looks so generic. He kind of looks like Sportsmaster. You're supposed to be like, LOL, WTF is Sportsmaster. Marvel Comics goes berserk. He's beating up these two dudes just trying to have sex with each other. Man, like. Daredevil's a jerk. You got to go read. Oh man, go watch Young Justice. That's how I found out about Sportsmaster. But he's basically just like an evil version of Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles. But this dude is in the DC comics, and he has like a hockey stick and like a baseball bat, and he wears a fucking mask, and so fucking lame. Man Without Fear is about to fight Man Thing. Sportsmaster is so lame, but he's actually pretty cool in Young Justice. He's a decent character. He fits in with the lore of how they make the show. So this Daredevil doesn't fit. God damn it! I'm running out of boards for Silver Age. That's literally my last board for Silver Age. He's in the first season of Young Justice. He's Artemis's dad. Gotta set these Daredevils aside for next time. Oh, all out of Silver Age boards. I need to get some more tomorrow. Oh, I might have all the Deathlock books. These are huge. Boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. There's two. Yep, I got them all. I've got 2 of number 2. Got 2 of number 2. Wah, 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 wah. All right, we're going to go for about 3 more minutes. I won't quite finish the box, but I'll almost be there for when we do this possibly tomorrow morning. Possibly tomorrow morning. There's definitely going to be one Sunday morning. Oh. I gotta remove all these books. So many fucking comics. And the more you go through them, you think you just have more and more and more. No one wanted to join it. They do all suck, man. That's okay. That's all right, man. Godzilla fan didn't even pop in to say he can't pop in. That's the funniest shit to me. Hey, man, just coming in to say hi, bye. That's fine. That's fine if you'll be asleep in the morning. You can always tune in later. I don't know. Come on. Such a pain. There we go. Almost done with this box. We're not going to finish it today. Look at this shit. And I'm busy. Dang. He's at work and he's busy and he's still tuning in to watch the most boring show on YouTube, Bags and Boards. I appreciate that. Nope. Can't do the Deathlock books. Ugh. I want these books. I'm not keeping them though. This one's funny. Those might be a nice chunk of change. You never know. Fucking Rolling Stones book. Who cares about the goddamn Rolling Stones? Put those over that pile. This shit looks good. You're a fat guy? I never knew you were a fat guy. You like in the 200 range? 250? All right, this one is going to be my last book of the day, The Eaters. Almost done with this particular box. Maybe got like 20 more books to fit in there. That's going to take a while. I need to buy more boards. I got probably a couple more while I'm out there, a couple more packs of boards while I'm out tomorrow. Tune in next time. I don't know when that'll be, because life is flexible. You never know what's going to happen. You can't just stay consistent with everything. I'm consistently inconsistent, if you don't know that by now. Tune in. There's going to be the Star Wars discussion tomorrow, sometime during the day. There's going to be probably another bags and boards. There's going to be the birthday podcast on Sunday. My birthday's on the 30th, but with all this like Christmas and stuff coming up, we're going to do it way before. So like, it's only like a week before. It's 8 days before, so it's not like a huge deal. We're going to do a birthday podcast on my favorite local comedians. I love you too, Laxus. Thanks for tuning in. And all you other people that watch later, thanks for sticking in. Thanks for being part of the team. Team Wiener. This is us signing out. Catch you next time.